What's up, y'all? We here with another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing Podcast. Y'all already know I'm here with my co-host TJ, the Boxing Syndicate. I'm about to say we about to give you our 2023 Boxing Awards. We're gonna start it off with promoter. You got Eddie, Bob, Al. I missed somebody.
Dimitri Salita.
All right.
Who else doing their thing in the promotion side, man?
Pro Box. I like Pro Box.
I like Pro Box. This is dude named. Shout out to Jeter Promotions. He out of the DMV area, man. I know a lot of fighters that fight with him and sign to him. He doing this thing. Everybody say he a good ass promoter. Shout out to him. But I mean, we talking promoter of the year, man. We kind of talked about it off record, and I think it got to be Big Al Heyman, man.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go out too. He did damn near 3 million, if not 3 mil, in pay-per-view buys this year alone. So it's hard not to give it somebody. He had a Canelo fight and a Bud fight and a Spence fight, all under his one banner, and a Tank fight.
David,
just his one banner. So it's like you
plus
got
David Benavidez.
Mm-hmm. Well, the reason I break them up because I don't think they numbers go do really all
right. Yeah, but still big fight nonetheless. Big fight. Him and Andre.
In terms of definitely in terms of not the event part, but just in terms of just the
boxing in general.
Yeah.
Was David Caleb this year?
You gotta give it the and
was David Caleb beginning of 23?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up just to double check, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Right, because remember I told you he fought Anthony Durrell.
Definitely was, matter of fact, because
he fought Anthony Durrell in October of 22. It had to be.
I'm gonna still look it up, but I'm pretty sure I'm almost 100% certain. Definitely.
Yeah.
Was. Let me see. Yeah, that was in March.
March of 23.
Yeah.
Oh, so you could throw that up there.
And
he brought Jamal Charlo came out of his his hiatus, and he brought him back against Jose Benavidez, and Jamal looked good.
Word, but I feel like Jose helped him look good. He just threw punches, so he was able to fight back to make him pull out his shit that he got in his bag. But it got Al definitely, and just the moves he made. He signed Bud and Canelo in 2023. They both got deals this year off of Al, so he signed arguably two of the top 3 fighters in the world.
And then they got guys coming up, man. You already know they got Matias. He a problem over there. David Morrell, he a problem over there. There's a couple guys, he's stacked. He ain't got the prospects like Top Rank or nothing, but they stack still.
Who your runner-up would be?
Runner-up for promoter? Probably Bob Arum. Shit.
What Bob do this year? He had Shakur, Rubasi, all the prospects.
Bob
my runner-up just because he got the whole future. So if you want to watch the future of boxing, you gotta go watch. You gotta go tune in with Bob.
We gotta fuck with Bob, man, because Plus, oh shit, no, that was Eddie Num. I was about to say Devin Haney, but he had Devin Haney Lomachenko.
Where that definitely do go out. Bob.
Yeah, that's Bob. Devin Haney Lomachenko.
Teofimo Josh Taylor.
That's Bob. I know he has some fire on there, but
just because of the collective who he got, he might run up because you just gotta tune in. You gotta tune in, or you won't catch Shakur. You won't be able to watch Big Baby. You won't be able to watch Bruce Carrington. You gotta tune in. Xander Zayas. So like,
and then he just signed Shake Foster. He a champ at 130, I believe that is.
Yeah.
So he just signed him. So he just got another champion on his his roster. And he just we ain't there yet. I mean, we had prospect of the year, but I'll come back to it. I might, Shake Foster had a really good fight that could be up for fighter of the year, but we'll get there when we get there.
Very definitely.
Trainer of the year. Trainer of the year, man. Who you got? Trainer of the year. I mean, I think a lot of people. I think I would agree. Bo Matt.
Gotta go Bo, man. He don't want to put the game plan on. And if you actually go watch his instructions in the fight against Earl, man, he knew everything. But I mean, Spence was gonna do. He told Bud everything that was
Yeah.
gonna happen, and not even that. The offense that he told Bud to put out, Bomac called it. Like everything Bud did, Bomac told him to do it. Like most
Mm-hmm.
of that shit was off. I mean, like a little bit of that shit was off instincts from Bud, but most of that joint was game planning.
No, Bo doing his thing right now. Obviously, he got the Bud Spence fight. He also, a lot of people ain't really fucking with the fight, but he also had that Chris Eubank came back and beat Liam Smith in a rematch. He trained Chris Eubank for that.
It's just a good look because he got stopped, then got
He
Bomac
got stopped and he
back
came
and got
back,
stoppage.
got to stop it. Right.
So that's what make it look good. You
Yeah,
know,
that
you
looked
didn't only lose, and you didn't only lose, and you didn't only win. You got stopped when you
yeah,
lost. You didn't only win. You got the stoppage. So like,
right.
it's a
So
big.
that's another good look for Bomac. You feel me?
And then you got the Keyshawn Davises of the world. You got his other Kelvin Davis, his big brother, I think.
Man,
Uh,
Troy Isley just signed with him.
Troy just left Coach Karoba and
Yeah,
went to go back.
went with Bomac.
And just a bunch of other people that we not even think about right there with Bo back.
Literally, he got a lot of people over there, man. Bomac doing his thing.
Forgot about Steven Delsey. He got Steven Delsey.
Yeah, our guy shout out Steven Nelson, man. We got to get him back on here.
Facts. Uh, and who your runner up would be?
Runner for trainer. Uh, I like the guy we was talking about yesterday, Davison. I like him, and I mean, regardless of the Spence fight, man, I really still do like Derek James. Uh, if I gotta give it to somebody, I also like what's the bro name? Tiger and them coach.
Bernice Brewer.
Bernice Brewer, I like him too. Uh, if I gotta pick off the top of my head, because I really can't think of no trainers right now. If I gotta choose somebody, I guess I'm going Derek James. But I really do like Davison though.
You got hold on, take that back. Well, I ain't take it back, but you got Robert Garcia. You ain't think about.
Ooh.
He got Raymond Motaya and Ben Rodriguez this year looking impressive. I might go Robert.
No, yeah, that's facts.
Because he got Bam and he got Mutaya, Raymond Mutaya.
Mm.
They look good this year. This was their most impressive years to date. Both of their last fights was the most impressive I ever seen them, and they always look good. So that's saying something.
Yeah, no cap.
So
You know how I feel about Bam. I think Bam one of the best in the world right now.
we're right.
I don't think it's a debate right now, man.
We're right. It never was the basis since he became champion to be, but that was definitely not.
No, man. He the real deal, man. I can't wait to see what he do in the future. I know it's some big fights coming once he move up to 22 and shit like that. I know he's still at what? He just fought at 12?
At 15.
15. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure who at 18.
No, they did fight at 12. They did fight at 12.
They fought at 12, right? Yeah, so
Just jumped up. He skipped the weight class to fight at 15, but that was a late day notice. That wasn't his real weight class. So he went. I remember he was at
he wanted to fight a tough guy though, a bit
he basically
Barunga style or some shit like that.
yeah, he chalked on 12 because he got an opportunity to fight for a title at 15.
Yeah. But no, he just got that Sonny Edwards win, the unify. That was a big win. That was a big win for Bam, man. It's the first time I seen Bam fight, instantly a fan. I'm shit.
The first time I see the fight was his title fight. Then I would to go tuned into everything else.
Man, first
before the title fight, then I would to go tuned into the highlights and all that and watch how I catch as many fights as I could.
Yeah, it was. I literally seen the fight before his title fight, and I'm like, man, this motherfucker's a real deal.
Oh, all right, so you actually was able to catch him just a tiny bit earlier than me.
Yeah, just a little bit earlier. Yeah.
I seen the title shot.
No, I don't know if you've seen that highlight of him where he do a little side shuffle and do an uppercut.
No, I seen that after though. Once I seen his title fight, then I was tuned into before, but I didn't see it when he was doing it.
Yeah, I don't know who card that was, but I was watching
The
that
top
card.
rank card. I remember it was a top rank card when I went to go tune in. I don't know how Bob let him go, but he let him go.
Man, when I seen him do that, man, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm a fan, bro. I'm like, I don't know what type of foot. And then it fucked me up too, because he come high guard, but his footwork, it just, I don't know, bro. Look,
Lucha is like it's Mexican American. It remind me of Emilio Vargas. Is like they both got the Mexican in them. They it's literally in their blood, so it's gonna be there. It's gonna pop out sometimes. That walk down gotta stalk you.
yeah,
That little they body shots that they known for, like it's gonna come out. But the American part is they don't want it to come out as sloppy as the average Mexican. Cool with it coming out. The average Mexican mostly want just output.
no, that boy
They
cop
want output and they want that shit, everything to be sharp.
is hell, because it is.
So it's like that's where the American style come in. They want everything to be sharp and they still try to make you miss and all that and be slick still.
Yeah.
So it's like
And that's exactly his game, man. He might stalk you, but he still like head movement,
that
footwork is all there.
Emilio is. Emilio on the stalkers the whole time, but he's still waiting for you to throw so he's still trying to be fancy and still counter and still you mean, even though he got his Mexican blood in him. So it's like a Mexican American mixed with each other.
Yeah. No, shout out Bam, man. Definitely one of my favorite fighters in the game right now. Now we at 3 prospect of the year.
I'm gonna go Abdullah Mason. I
I
just
knew that was coming, man. I knew he was going there.
everybody knows, man, I got a little biasness. I feel like he did deserve it though. Me saying that I'm biased, I do also feel like he deserved it.
Yeah.
I think he went 5-0 with like 4 knockouts this year.
Mm-hmm. Runner up.
Uh, Emilio.
Miliano.
Emiliano Vargas. Yep, I be calling that nigga Emilio. I'm sorry.
No,
No, yeah.
you pick.
Yeah, I think he had 6 knockouts with. I mean, 6 wins with 5 knockouts this year.
Yeah, they was active for sure. They
Yeah,
was
so
fighting like every 3 months.
words. So like, especially Vargas. I think Vargas fought like every 2
Damn near.
because he Mason fighting just a tiny bit better opponents right now. So
Yeah, yeah.
so that's why I gave it. That's another reason why I gave it to Mason because they both look spectacular. If you just going off street performance, it's hard as shit to pick.
Hard to pick.
They
They
both
both
look
looking
spectacular.
excellent.
So what separated Mason from him getting the edge was just all right. Since y'all both look spectacular and y'all wins, y'all not just winning, y'all dominating. Who y'all fighting? Who fighting winners more? People with better records, and Mason fighting people with a little bit more established in the pro game. So that's what made me lean towards him.
And it was I just looked up his box record. It was 6 fights, 5 knockouts.
Weird, cool, but so who you rolling with for the prospect?
Man, it's hard for me not to pick Abdullah Mason too. First of all, I met the nigga and he was cool as hell, so that give me a little bias towards him. He took a pic with me and shit. He was cool. Him and all his brothers was cool as hell. So that gave me a little bias. It's hard not to have that same duo, man. Just because that's who we've been thinking about all year is them niggas, man. It's hard just not to have them in some sort. Whether you got Emiliano first or Abdullah first, it's hard not to, you know what I mean, have them 2 up there. That's why I'm just haven't picked yet because I'm trying to think who else could it be.
Yeah, I mean, you like I said, Shushu, I think fought 4 times.
Yeah, how many? You got 10 fights. Yeah, I guess that's still a prospect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shu.
All right. Carmel looked it good, but he only fought. He turned pro late.
Yeah, I can't put him in there right now, man. Them boys 8 fights and up.
Yeah, he fought twice. Next year, definitely, he definitely the favorite. If it was a favorite for next year, it's definitely Carmel though.
Yeah, I also like Andy Cruz too, man.
I like Cruz too, but he only fought twice.
No, yeah, I can't put him up there as far as like when you said next year. I like him up there for next year.
Oh yeah. I know it's crazy. The only reason I did think of him because I actually feel like he damn near be ranked in the top 5 by the next year. fuck around can't even give him the award because they moving him quick. So
They
like,
moving him fast.
but if he was to have 4 or 5 fight next year, that mean he gonna be ranked in the top 10 in every sanction. If he had 4 fights next year, by the end of that year, he probably disqualify himself from prospect because he'll be ranked in every sanctioning body.
Yeah, because they trying to get him like a title fight in the next 5 fights.
Exactly. So it's like they would put him with people in right now. Like if they was able to fight Cambosos for the IBO, they'll whip
They
his
will put
ass
him in there.
down.
Eddie will feel comfortable putting him in there. I believe it.
I would. I think he'll whoop fucking
Hey, I was gonna say, I was gonna be like, bro, I would tell him, hey, I understand he done been undisputed before. I don't give a fuck. Put Andy in there right now.
right, and I'll always be mad at Teal for losing to him.
Man, that's it. But I guess to give an answer, man, I gotta go Abdullah, man. Ever since I seen bro, you know what I mean. It's like I said, it's just hard not to pick him or Emiliano as
So
one of the other.
you're up.
Yeah, man. Or you know what? Fuck, I'm giving Shushu the runner up, man.
Oh, you giving it to Shoe or what?
Yeah, man. I like my guy Shu, man. But I like Emiliano, man. I honestly could give him a co prospect with Abdullah. Shit, to be honest, upset of the year.
That was an easy pick for me. Just off the odds alone, this was the biggest upset of the year on paper. 24-1, man. My man Espinoza.
All right, that was a big upset.
Plus 2400. Plus 2400. It was a lot of upsets, but nobody was a plus 2400.
Man, that was a big upset.
Everything else was like a 6-1 upset, an 8-1 upset, 5-1 upset. This was a fucking 24-1 upset. Like it gotta go to Espinoza.
No, yeah, that was a big upset. I like the Espinoza, and I was just thinking about this. Who else had a good upset?
That Montana Love got upsetted.
Yeah, Montana Love was upset. Even it was just upset in terms he was supposed to come back and be back on. You know what I mean? They wanted him to get back on the horse, and even though it was an undefeated opponent, you know what I mean? It's just
it wasn't a big upset. It was like a 3-1. That's why this Espinoza get it because his shit was 24-1. Like his shit was the craziest. Shadeja Green got upset, but hers was an 8-1.
Right.
Who else?
I was just about to say that Deontay Wilder.
He wasn't no 24-1 neither though. That's the thing. Like Espinoza's the only one they really said like, bro, you got no chance. Like that means on basically worst night they thought he still would beat you. Like them other upsets, like that's not saying on the other people worst night y'all gonna still lose. Like 3-1, 5-1 upset. That's not like you still got a chance to win. If they come in not prepared, 24-1, that means they just even if they think the other boy coming not prepared, they still think he gonna beat you.
Mm-hmm. Now, other than that, man, really, those was the upsets for real.
And my runner up is I would go Wilder Parker for my runner up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Wilder Parker for number one, man. Because before the fight, man, we was saying Wilder about to punch the shit out this man. Call it a night, and, and what's the nigga? Was I wrong? Hell yeah, because Wilder went in there and got beat up, man. I'm gonna go Wilder Parker number one, man. I just did not think that was gonna happen, dog. Not like that.
Because Robeisy still was competitive. Wilder dominated.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Joseph Parker gonna touch the canvas at least once. You know what I'm saying? And he came out there and really cooked them for real. So I'm gonna go that one. Then like I said, that Robeisy Espinoza, I think that got to be number two. That was a lot of people number ones. So when I was seeing people awards, that was a lot of people number ones. Was that Robeisy? Yeah. So now we had KO of the year. It was a couple that I like for this. I had what I wrote down so far. I had El Rayo, Chris Colbert. I like that knockout. We talked about Nakatani Maloney. I think that is. That was a crazy knockout. I seen a lot of people had that actually.
Yeah, right.
Shake Foster again. I mean, it was we said this. We ain't gonna really count stoppages. Yeah. You gotta put him in and out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. I think those are the top two. I can't really think of no great
I think you got Wilder did Hellenius dirty. You got that Jones crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, those the ones that come to my mind, the big ones at least.
Yeah. It was a lot of stoppages now. It was a lot of those.
Yeah, because like I said, I almost gave Bud that shit, but then like I said, that's when we decided we wasn't doing the like I said, we was doing out clean Jones.
Bro, if we go just go stoppages, who had the best stoppages? Damn near Matias. He done put people out in the corner 5 times in a row.
Where I ain't gonna lie though, if we did that though, I definitely would have to give it to Bud
No,
though.
you gotta go Bud. I
That,
give you that. You gotta go Bud.
that shit was just too brutal, and it's just because who was against. Like I just,
Yeah. Runner up for that though. Let's say we doing the stoppages of the year. Who would you give it to?
but the runner up,
Yeah. You like anyway Fulton?
Matias. I ain't gonna lie, I like Matias or that David and Andre John. That was kind of like a Matias like stoppers too. He quit on the stool,
Yeah, Cordell the Stool.
so
I'm
I
trying to
probably
think of
pulled
another guy.
David just off of who he did it to. That's why I gave it to Bud for number one.
Yeah.
I probably picked David just because of even though Matias just did it to the last guy, he really could fight. His gas tank just wasn't that, but his in terms of
He said his
talent,
leg hurt.
he really could fight.
He said his leg hurt. That's what he said, bro. I'm just telling you what the man said, man.
But recognition of opponents, I'll definitely give it to David for the runner up.
Yeah, for sure.
But the KO, I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to Ryo, and that was a hard pick because I actually was leaning Nakatani this whole time, but what made me switch it was because just once again because of who they fighting, uh, and because Nakatani was the favorite, and Chris Colbert was the favorite. So Nakatani technically was supposed to win, and Ryo wasn't. He was the underdog. So I
Was
give him off that.
did Maloney have a belt?
No, his brother had the belt.
Oh, his brother had the belt. Okay,
That's
okay.
what made it a little
He
sad.
still got the belt, I think, actually.
That's why I said that's what made it a little sad because they were supposed to win. Remember, his brother won it literally like 3 days ago, so they was gonna win belts in the same week and go home with
Yeah,
champion.
yeah. No, he about to fight too next year. Well, January.
Yeah, so that's why I give it to Ryo. But the runner up is Nakatani though. But I
Yeah,
give it to Ryo just because it was an upset win and a knockout.
yeah. That's what I wrote down for mine too. The Ryo. Just like you said, just because who it was, like the shit they was talking, they betting 50,000. You know what I mean? Shit like that. It was just a lot of pressure on both guys, I think, going in, and then Ryo really just showed up. So
Where
I'm gonna go my guy Ryo, man. Number 6, fighter of the year.
this one was out of 3 people. At first, it was out of 2 people, but it still is out of 2 people. But the third person was Devin Haney. He was I had him at 3 just because I did think he beat Loma. I know a lot of people don't, but I did think he beat him. I understand that people feel Loma won too, though.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a robbery. Whoever would have won, I'd have been cool with.
yeah,
And and like I said, because he dominated Regis. So fighting Loma and Regis, having Loma and Regis on your resume in 1 year, I just respect Loma and Regis and look at them as real great fighters. Loma a Hall of Famer. So it's like that's why he was third. Then anyway,
gotta have him in that motherfucker.
yeah, man, he beat my guy. He beat my guy. So I'm from Philly. He beat my man Cool Boy.
Yeah, tough loss, man. That was a
Yeah,
tough one.
he proved me wrong. Uh, and he became undisputed this year. And his next fight was also against another good fighter, who I didn't think was going to be that good, but at watching him fight anyway, he actually put a good showing of himself. But anyway, number 2, and you already know, man, the man, the myth, the legend, Bud Crawford. Fight.
Crawford.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just there's nothing. Y'all know why. I ain't really got to say why, man. I never seen nothing like it. That's all I'm gonna say. Against that, I never seen nothing like it against that level of opposition. because you seen people get dominated like that, but I never seen somebody that opposition get dominated like that in they like kind of basically in their prime damn near. Because like Spence was still undefeated, Danny still couldn't beat him, Sean still couldn't beat him, Ugas still couldn't beat him. So it's like he was undefeated. So who am I to say he wasn't in his prime? But he never been beaten.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
that's why I had too. I had Bud. Yeah, I had Bud. I had Inouye. Runner up. Obviously, he going crazy right now. 2-time undisputed in 2 weight classes, man. It's hard not to have him up there. And then he did it. Wait, he did that in 1 year. Shit. So it's hard. It's hard not to, you know what I'm saying, have him up there, man. Uh, but I gotta go Bud too, man. The skill set he got, man, he showed, man, it's just crazy. Just the moment in the moment of like that, like you said, just like the biggest fight of your life, and then you come out and perform like that. It's crazy.
like Spencer's a Hall of Famer to me. So it's like there's always like big reasons why people like and real justifiable reasons. But like that was so dominating. There's really no justifiable reason. Like when Mike lost at Buster Douglas, it's like we know he was coked up. Like we know that was coked up Mike. Like that's a real reason. Like he always would have that one shout out to Buster, but it's like we know that wasn't the real Mike, and it's, people would say it's an excuse, and it will be. They'll be right. But with that being said, that still wasn't the real Mike. We know that for a fact. It's no ifs,
Man,
ands, or buts about it. So in this joint, people got say it was this, it was that, but you don't know that because this man was still coming out here and being dominant and victorious every time, and y'all wasn't saying nothing before. So it's like I said, that's just straight dominant. There's no excuses. Like it's no excuses.
man. Uh, who would you have as a women's fighter of the year?
Uh, I want to say right now, a person in my head will either be Katie or Alicia, because Alicia just undisputed for the first time her division.
Yeah,
Uh, and Katie Taylor came back and got revenge and undisputed a new division after getting beat.
yeah,
You know, she was already undisputed a bunch of other divisions, or at least unified in a bunch of other divisions. So she just added to like just another accomplishment to her mantle. So I want to say out of them two, once again though, in terms of who was beaten, I'm probably gonna lean Katie because like I said, she fought Chantel Cameron,
yeah,
just a better opponent than who Alicia undisputed against. Katie jumping up in weight, even though Katie was the favorite going into the first fight. Might have been even the second fight. I would actually had to double check, but I know she was for the first fight because it's Katie Taylor. She never been beaten up until that point. She's undefeated, and her skill set was crazy. But she went back to the drawing board, figured that shit out, and got the win. And it got difficult in the win. Like that, she didn't just cruise to the win. It got dark in that fight for her too. Just like that first fight, she just came out and found the light more than she was able to in that first fight.
yeah,
So that just showed her grit and her toughness and her Hall of Fame ability, basically. So I'll probably just lean Katie just because, like I said, Chantel Kramer is just a big opponent to beat, and you beat her coming off a loss. And like I said, that could fuck with your mental and all that. And you're supposed to win.
hmm
All that. Like the fights is literally to set you up to be the greatest ever. At this point, it literally just setting you up to when you retired, try the most say so to say you're the greatest female fighter ever at this point because you didn't accomplish everything. So now every fight is just trying to add more to the accomplishments. So when you retire, you can say I was the best that ever did it as a female because you got people like Serrano and Clarissa who are accomplishing everything. And it's Katie. Those are three most on paper most successful female boxers of all time is
yeah,
those
no
two,
cap.
Serrano, Clarissa, and Katie Taylor. So at this point, it's only them two. Those are the only other two people that can argue with you really. So now you just she added something on her list.
Yeah, no cap. And I need that. And I need that Serrano rematch.
Right.
Um,
I need that Alicia versus either one of them. Give me
yeah,
Serrano or Katie. I ain't gonna lie. I think the Katie more interesting because Alicia really Alicia really box for real. Katie do that shit too.
Yeah.
So most females don't really box like that. So it's like Serrano just gonna be a tough matchup because she like Figueroa. She gonna come no matter what you hit her with. Her speed, power, and stamina won't go down.
Yeah. No cap.
So it's like that's more of a I want to say more of a at least she gonna get her shots off more. I don't know if it's more winnable, but the Katie Taylor joint that'd be like more of like a Devin Haney Loma joint. That'd be more of a fight of the year, but not from like going like from Rock'em Sock'em type fight of the year. That'd be a like a tactical fight of the year type joint.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one for me too. I like both of them, Katie Taylor, Alicia. I do like Serrano too up there somewhere, just cause she did lose. I don't even know if that was 23 when she lost to Katie Taylor, but
Yeah, no, that was 22.
that was 22. Yeah, so she been on. I think she fought twice this year. I think she got two wins.
It could have been 21, but it definitely wasn't this year though.
Yeah, no, definitely wasn't this year. But she got a couple wins this year, and she fought a fight 3 minutes, 3 minute round. So I give her some credit, but I wouldn't give her fighter of the year for that though. Like I said, though, I like Katie Taylor and Alicia too, man. Alicia though, she beat a girl that the girl that she beat was her only loss she had, so she got her revenge on her.
And I didn't even say that about Katie because that's literally what she just did.
Yeah. So yeah, she got a revenge on her. So I mean, I know she probably had a lot of pressure on her going into that fight too. So I don't know, man. It was a tough one for me. I'm gonna be a little biased since I just got this picture. I'm going.
Look, bro just ran into Alicia like 2 days ago, y'all. So he being biased, he living in the moment.
I'm a little biased, man. I'm going Alicia Baumgartner, man. Fighter of the year, man. I think that's a reasonable pick, man.
No, yeah, she might run her up.
Yeah, I'm going Alicia Baumgartner. I think Katie Taylor is a good runner-up. Obviously, even she accomplished a lot, but I'm
I
going.
think, I think Shields might be too rich because she's starting to do that like barely fighting shit now, and just
Yeah,
like how
fighter
when
of
you
the
start
year.
making real money,
Mm-hmm.
you're not fighting as much as when you because Alicia just now could chill now and ain't really got to be all rushing the fights, but like she was just so hungry on the come up, and you could just tell her attitude. She's just a little nicer now. Like she's still a dog, but she's just a little nicer now. Like she was shaking Michaela Mirror hand drawing. Like she was drawing that whole fight. I'm like, yo, what's
The whole
going on?
Michaela Merritt thing, they was going at it.
Mayor was trying to be as cool as shit. That was a good ass fight too. I gotta run that.
Yeah,
I gotta run that back.
and that was a good fight too. Michaela Merritt, dog. I think she got a fight. Yeah, she got a fight coming up in January.
I want Chantel Cameron and Michaela Mayer.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'm about to say Michaela Merritt just moved up. Is it to that weight class?
She had 40. Yeah, she had
Yeah,
40.
she moved up to that one. Okay, yeah.
Because she skipped 35. Remember, she was
Mhm.
at 30 where Alicia, she skipped 35. And that's another thing with Serrano going into them fights. She a little smaller. Katie a little naturally more bigger than Serrano. That's another
Mhm.
reason why I like that Katie fight a little bit more than Serrano Alicia because Serrano coming from 26.
Yeah.
I think she a 7 division champion. She coming from really like 110 or some shit.
Oh,
Cause she,
Serrano, no, Serrano. Yeah, she got like,
I'm saying she is 7 division champion. So I'm
yeah,
really talking about her most recent dominant weight class is 126. But if you really want to go from the beginning, she really starting from like 115 or some shit, 120 or
yeah,
something
some
like
low
that.
shit, yeah,
So
bro.
so that's another thing. She not the natural. Alicia the naturally will be the naturally bigger girl in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Going to that on top of being a naturally bigger puncher. So that'll help her. And like I said with Katie, she just like I said, she just fought a big girl and Chantel Cameron, so the size wouldn't really throw her off as it probably would have if she just went straight into you. That's another reason I like the Katie fight. I think because she fought somebody like Chantel Cameron twice, that's going to help her going into the Alicia fight because now the size and physical strength are not going to throw you off as it would have if you just would have went straight into it.
Yeah. No, I like no, I like either one of the fights. Shit, at least you talking about she won Clarissa Shields. Shit.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man. Give it to me at 47. Carissa going Carissa got to cut weight and what's ain't got to gain a lot of weight. But 17 pounds is crazy. And like I said, you got to favor Carissa. You have no choice. But only reason I want to see it is because Carissa is just a. It's not like she's just going to physically mold her. But I don't think like it's gonna be all brutal. Cause like I said, but I don't know. It might could be brutal because she don't get knockouts, but that's because she fighting big girls. She might knock her ass out because you're not a big girl.
Yeah,
So I'm fighting people that I'm fighting 160s and 168-pound girls, so they 30 to 40 pounds lighter than you. So she might knock her ass out because it's like, yeah, they feel like my power not that, but to somebody who fight 30 pounds lower, I might hit like tank to y'all.
you're no cap.
So
You already know the weight classes, but that's probably why she got a drainer though. So that's,
exactly, that's literally part of the
yeah,
reason. So and it's like that's the only reasonable way. You can't go to 54. That's too much. That's 24 pounds. So it's
yeah,
like you gotta meet in the middle. It's like, all right, I'll move up 17 and you gotta lose like 13 or 10 or some shit like that. What's the low? Because she fought at 54, 60, and 68. So she been at 54 before. So technically she got as low as 7 pounds below the weight class. So it's like, and I ain't gonna lie, that's where the big I ain't gonna lie. For Clarissa Shields, I think she need to focus on 47 anyway, because like all the names we want to see is they the littler weight class females. Like she didn't beat all the big girls. We wanted Shadeja Green was the John, but Cruz took the hype out of that. We
yeah.
don't want to see it no more.
She already beat Cruz, so it's like,
Exactly. So she beat Savannah already.
yeah,
It's like it's no other fight out there that be like, yeah, Clarissa, you gotta fight her.
right,
Only other people that can fight is the Michaela Mayers, the Katie Taylors, the Serranos, the Alicia. That's where it's hot at. So if you want to get in them type fights, you gotta. I would actually like try to hire a nutritionist and just see if my body could be cool here. Like, don't go straight into it. Just do for the next 3 4 months and just see how your body feel. If it feels shitty, then chalk everything I said. But if it feel good, then it's a lot of big fights. Because Michaela at 40, now that's reasonable. Alicia already said she moving up. Katie Taylor just fought at 40. So it's like now all these fights become actually realistic now. And it's like that's gonna be their biggest payday. So they gonna fight you. That's how you gonna get them to jump
yeah,
up. They gonna as accomplished as Serrano and Katie Taylor is, their biggest payday would be with Clarissa Shields. So that's another reason how I'm gonna get y'all to come up. Y'all gonna make the most money I ever made. They fuck around and be the first pay-per-view female fight. If Clarissa go to 47, you might could try to see what's up with a pay-per-view. That might be your first time in history. You can finally test it out, see what it's hitting for.
yeah.
So it's like
If it work, it work. If it don't, fuck it. But you
if
could
you got,
try it. Though.
let's just say Katie say, yo, I'm going to 47. If you got Katie and Shields, bro, you might could try a pay-per-view game.
No, no cap.
You might could try.
Just charge like $25 or something.
Exactly. Don't charge nothing crazy. I know they ain't gonna go that low, but I'm gonna give them 40 because you know how promoters is. But
Yeah.
they don't do 40 for nobody, so that'll be low to me. So it's like
No, for real.
don't
It's at
nobody
least 60.
40. Exactly. That's the low pay-per-view right there. That's 60. When a pay-per-view 60, bro, I'd be hyped. Because
Yeah, that's the low. That's the low board.
we were right. That's the low version now.
Because every big fight 100, 89,
Where
85.
so if they can give me 35 $40 a pay-per-view, I think Katie Taylor and so I think at 30 35 I think at $35 they could do 150.
Yeah, they can probably get
I
somewhere
think they,
around there.
I think they could do 150 at $35. Katie and what's the name? Plus she got a whole country behind her and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could do 150 off $35 buys because most people just going it's gonna be easier to support people. It's easier to support you because you know you got sometimes where it's like I want to support you, but I ain't really got it right now because they waxing. Pay-per-view. Take might be your favorite fighter, but you probably not got $85 to give up all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta steal it when you don't even want to. But it's like,
Right.
gang, I ain't got $100 for every joint, gang. Sometimes I just pay bills when you about to rumble.
Yeah, no cap.
It was like $35. That's a joint where it's just way easier to support to just that's only $35 by the fight. Oh, well, I can get that up. It's
That's
easy.
easier, right?
So like I think they could do 100 to 150 off $35 pay-per-view buys with Katie and what's the name.
Yeah. And then it'd be the whole USA versus Ireland thing. And
Because you gotta remember they female, so the purse is not the same. Nobody getting 5 million and you
yeah,
get
it's just
five.
not gonna happen, bro.
So it's like you could actually make your money back because the biggest purse would be like you get 1 million and she get 2. So the whole
That's
gate will be 3 million.
that's the biggest.
That's it. And it might be like you get 1 and she gonna get 1.7 or something like,
Mm-hmm.
or like you get it's
Yeah, you get one, she get 700. Something crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah. So it's like because exactly. So now let's just say we're gonna cap it off at a $2 million joint. Or not even. We just gonna cap it off we gonna cap it off at 2.5 million. And let's just say what's Katie get 1, Carissa get 1.5 off of being the biggest fighter. If you automatically just calculate 35, that's 500. Oh, all right, all right. Oh damn, my fault. I did 15,000.
You just did 15,000.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah. So if you do $35 times 150,000 pay-per-view buys, that's 5,250,000. So now you didn't made enough to pay them their purse on top of the other half, plus the whatever sponsors, whatever logos that people be doing, all the shit we don't know about and all that, all the other money. So it's like I don't know. I think that should work. If it's going to work, it's going to work with Carissa. If it's not going to work with her, it's not going to work with nobody.
Yeah, it's cooked.
So it's like, and it's not just going to work with her. She has to be matched up
Gotta
with
be another big
another
name.
all-time great. Like at this point, bro, for females, bro, y'all can't even just be two great fighters. Y'all can't even just be two champions. Y'all got to be two first ballot Hall of Famers for them to get on pay-per-view. Like two all-time greats. And Katie Taylor and Carissa, that's what that is. That's two
Yeah.
all-time greats.
I'm surprised the Serrano and Katie couldn't do it.
Where I think cause Serrano probably don't got the back end of I don't know. We would have to just look up what they could put, and then you got the money that I didn't even count the ticket sales money. I only counted the sponsors. Remember, you get 5,250,000 off the pay per view sales, then the sponsorships, then the ticket sales, and all that for the however many people they can get to come. So by the time you done all that, you'll probably made like 9-10 million, and you then only gave up 2.5. That's
Yeah.
7.5 to play with, and it's probably not gonna cost you 2.5 million to put the event together.
Hell no, probably not.
So it's like,
The
I don't,
biggest nigga, the biggest fucking expense probably just renting the arena.
bro, right? It's just you just gotta find the two biggest followings
Fighters.
and try it. That's the only way you going. That's the only way you gonna know, and you just gotta be cool with not trying to do 500,000. You gotta be cool with doing because Devin Loma did 150. So like, and Regis and Devin didn't do 100. So it's like
Yeah, that's the word around.
Katie and Carissa could do what they just did, in my opinion. Off $35 pay-per-view buys, they could do 55K to me. So like word around town, gang ain't even doing 100. I think they could do 55K. If they put motherfuckers on pay-per-view, then they cool bring back 55K. You might as well try it.
Man,
It's like
especially if that bitch $29.99, you gonna get off, I think.
yeah, you get more. I think they'll do more. Yeah, we're right. You'll do more than cause we're right. Do 29.99, and that should get to 35 by the time you get to the taxes. By the time you get to the end of it to pay it, it'll get to 35. Cause you know
Yeah,
our tax should be 85, but when it come time to pay, that should be like 90, 91 or some shit. But that's how you'll do it. Cause the reason I'm saying Katie, cause she just got a whole and she got a big her fan base actually. You know they show out.
yeah, no cap.
So it's
The
like
Irish come out for her.
exactly. So it's like Serrano might not had it Puerto Ricans coming out like that, like how Katie gonna have the Irish people coming out, and
Yeah,
you put it somewhere
she
that's
might have them, but not
everywhere
like
at. That's how, and I think if you just put it somewhere everywhere at already, it'll be easy. Like if you could do New York, if we can get MSG for that fight, every celebrity just bees in New York naturally. So now it's like, oh, well, I'm already out here. I'm about to get some tickets.
Was that the first one at
The what first one?
Serrano Katie?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. They could have been out there because who was that? I think Katie was the A side, so I don't think they would have went to New York because that would have been more Serrano type
Yeah,
type
she's
fight.
from here, I think. Like as far as like grew up and shit.
Yeah, so I don't know because I think Katie was the A side, but I don't know. Serrano could have been the A side. I don't know because I really don't watch neither one of them enough to know their fan base
Enough to right, yeah.
and know who the bigger fighter and shit in terms of how the promoters see it.
Right. I mean, I knew Serrano before Jake Paul, but now I'm really watching her now that she signed to Jake Paul because he really promoting her now.
No
But
bullshit. I mean that's the only way you could because it's like women's boxing gonna be lit one day. Like literally the next generation gonna be on pay per view.
they gonna be sweet as hell.
This generation they gonna just miss the pay per view market because you the one that put them on. You the one that's gonna give the idea to even put girls on pay per view. But y'all not the ones they gonna take the risk on because right now they feel like it's still too risky. But by the
So it's
time
gonna
y'all
happen
done,
eventually.
we're right. But by the time y'all done, and the next generation, they won't feel as risky because of what y'all just produced out there. Like when Alicia and Clarissa and Serrano and Katie and Chantel Cameron and Cruz and everybody done, they wouldn't have been on pay per view. But because of what y'all did and what y'all established in women's boxing, if we not gonna have a mindset that is as risky as we did when y'all first came out, when y'all first was all turning pro.
Right.
So it's like now the next generation actually might get on pay per view, and it's cause just gonna be because of what y'all did. Y'all gonna be the people that even made them comfortable to even try that shit to even do it. So it's like, but they still at the point where it's like they successful, but it's like they still like I don't know yet. But by the time y'all dominate for another five to 10, and everybody gone in the next 10 years, they're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable. Like I didn't establish women for another little decade, grew our fan base for another decade. Now I might feel more comfortable.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised if it be somebody Jake Paul signed because I'm sure he gonna sign more women's
Yeah.
fighters after Serrano retire or something, or you know what I mean?
It's technically Serrano been on pay per view because it be Jake Paul card. So, but main
Yeah.
event wise, she never
Right.
been. So, but technically, Shadeja Green and Serrano been on pay
Yeah.
per view before.
Technically, yeah.
So it's like shit. Cruz gave her opportunity. Cruz technically, I could say I've been on pay per view because she was she fought Green on that Jake Paul card.
Yeah.
So it's so technically, but as the main event, I don't think nobody in this generation. I don't think they're never gonna pull the trigger. Even if I'm saying Katie and Carissa might do, but they might not ever pull that trigger.
I was just about to say I might be wrong though. Let me look at that.
You know the upset of the year. That's an easy one for me.
Shadeja,
Yes, sir.
is this pay per view?
Franchise Cruz, man, she proved me wrong. I thought Shadeja was gonna get you up out of here. Shout out to Franchise Cruz. You proved me wrong. Made me a
Yeah.
believer.
No, yeah, definitely. Franchine coming too. She real aggressive, man. She be doing her thing, and she throw a lot of punches.
Where
She got a interesting style. Real, it's real unorthodox. Remind me a little bit of Andre.
yeah, where from this shit.
That's the award show, man. Damn,
Yeah,
that's
for
the show,
me.
man.